What's up everyone, welcome to my Google Keyword Planner tutorial. Today I'm going to be going through everything you can do with the Google Keyword Planner, and if we come in here to discover new keywords, what you're going to be able to do is find some of the best possible keywords for your business. So for example, I have a website related to farmhouse decor. I come in here, I search farmhouse decor, click on get results, and I'm going to go through everything you can do with this tool, including find all of the top keywords for your business. You can also use this tool to help build your Google Ads campaign, so we'll go through everything in this tutorial. So we're going to come back over here and start at the home page. Now this is the home page of Google Keyword Planner. You can access this tool through your Google Ads account. So you must have a Google Ads account if you want to access the Google Keyword Planner. It's completely free. You don't need to spend any money on a campaign to use it. So if we go to Tools and Settings here and you go to Planning, you're going to see Keyword Planner as one of the options on the list. So use an existing Google Ads account or create a new Google account, sign up for Google Ads. Again, it's completely free. Go to Tools and Settings, Planning, click on Keyword Planner. It will bring you to this page. So once we're at this page, what we want to do is we want to start doing keyword research for our business. And what we can also do is do keyword research not only for SEO, but also keyword research for our Google Ads campaigns, in addition to building Google Ads campaigns directly from the Keyword Planner. So when you come here, you're going to see three different options. Now this is a new option you can see right here, organizing keywords into ad groups. I will go over this in the video later on. You can get search volume and forecasts for some of the keywords you're already targeting or for a new list of keywords. And then we can discover new keywords. Now, as you start doing your keyword research in the Keyword Planner, they will actually save plans for you. So you can see I have some different save plans here. A lot of these are draft plans, but if you see implemented, these are plans that I actually turned into Google Ads campaigns. So I will show you how to do that in this video. Let's get started by discovering new keywords. Now I'm going to use a few different examples in this video for how to find keywords for different niches and different types of industries, because it's going to vary depending on what types of keywords you're targeting. So the first example I'll use is for my website, farmhousegoals.com. Now on this website, I sell farmhouse decor, farmhouse furniture. It's 100% an affiliate website, but you can see here sinks, curtains, area rugs, furniture, bedding, lighting, decorations, and more. Basically anything for the home that is farmhouse themed, I want to sell on this website. So let's come back over here to the Keyword Planner, and what we want to do is try to find some keywords for our business. Now, if we start here and I just enter farmhouse decor, I enter one keyword here. You can enter up to 10 keywords in a single search, and obviously you can do an unlimited amount of searches once you start using the Keyword Planner. So if I enter farmhouse decor here, I can adjust my language targeting if I want to, and I can adjust my location targeting if I want to. For right now, I'm going to leave these as they are. I'm just going to target farmhouse decor, and if we click on get results, you can see there's another option down here. I'm going to go through that in a second to enter your website to filter unrelated keywords. So let's get results. And this is what our search is going to look like. Now there's a lot of different options here, and again I will go through all of these options because it's going to seem a little complex when you first use it, but it's a very easy tool to use. If I enter farmhouse decor here and we just scroll down, you can see it found over 2,000 keywords related to farmhouse decor. As we scroll down, you can see some of the different keywords. It will first start with the keyword we provided, and then it's going to give us all of the different keyword ideas ranked by relevance. Now, some of the different columns we can see, average monthly searches, so the average number of times people search for a keyword and similar terms based on the month range. So the month range right now is the last 12 months. So what we can do is do all available, last 24 months, and you can just look at custom dates as well. If you want to look at basically trends during the summer months, trends during the winter months, you can also do that as you go through and do your keyword research. So one of the things I want to show you is if we enter one keyword, farmhouse decor, it's going to pull up over 2,000 keywords and rank them by relevance. So if you're looking for long tail keywords related to a single short tail keyword like farmhouse decor, what you want to do is just enter that one keyword. Now, if you're saying, I want to do keyword research for my entire business, what we can do is we can enter this keyword and we can enter 10 more keywords. So let's enter some of the main keywords that I target with my website. So farmhouse furniture. Okay, so I entered 10 different keywords. They're all farmhouse related: decor, furniture, rugs, lighting, bedding, ideas, wall decor, sinks, bathroom, and kitchen. You want to make sure you're entering keywords that are very closely related to your business, because if I do things that are very broad, if I just enter decor, furniture, rugs, I'm going to get the most broad keywords you can possibly see. These are all going to be related to farmhouse types of decorations. So we have our 10 keywords here. And then what we can also do is enter our website to filter unrelated keywords. So we're going to enter our website, farmhousegoals.com, and we're going to get results. You can also enter competitor websites here as well if you want to. So if we click on get results, the first thing you're going to see here is over 12,000 keyword ideas available. So by entering 10 keywords, they give us even more keyword ideas. So if you're not getting enough keyword ideas, enter some more short tail keywords that you're targeting for your business here, and you're going to find more keyword ideas. Now we're going to come back over here and go through all the different options we have, starting at the top. So first things first, you can adjust your location targeting. If you're targeting multiple locations, what it can do is help you understand the exact search volume you're going to get when you're targeting things like United States, Canada. Maybe you're just targeting a small portion in a certain area of the country. Maybe you just serve Charlotte, North Carolina. So what you can do here is just enter Charlotte, get rid of some of the other targeting options here as far as United States and Canada, and just target your main location, which is going to help you see the search volume for that location. Now, the other thing you can do is adjust language targeting. So if you're targeting multiple languages with your website, then you can look at some of the different search volume for different languages. So that's an option as well. Now, what you can also do is do Google or Google and search partners. I tend to just leave this as Google. And then what we can do is look at more data. So we can look at last 24 months. You can look at a shorter period. I'm just going to go all available. So by going all available, it's giving me from January 2019 to December 2022. We're going to see average monthly searches in that time period. If we scroll up, one of the main things we can see here, so I'm going to close refined keywords for now. We'll open this back up. You can see the chart here, so we can see the search volume over time. So the peak looked like it was in January 2021, and it looks like January 2022 pretty high, but it's definitely dropped recently. So we're kind of seeing the search volume adjust back to its normal position from 2019, before the pandemic, when everyone was searching all sorts of things for their home. So as we scroll down here, you can see some of the different columns that we can look at. So keyword, it's going to sort them by relevance. You can sort by average monthly searches to find keywords with the most or the least average monthly searches. You can see 3-month change to see the overall search trends in 3 months and year over year. So as you can see here, a lot of the search volume has dropped for farmhouse decor. This might end up going back up in the future, or it might kind of stabilize where it is. It could potentially keep going down too, but I don't see it dropping too far from where it is. Competition is going to look at how competitive ad placement is for a keyword. Now, for pretty much all of these keywords that you see here, they're going to be high or medium. You don't really tend to see many low competition keywords unless it's something that advertisers really aren't bidding on. As far as furniture, decorations, advertisers are always going to be bidding on some of these different keywords here. So ad impression share, it will show you your ad impression share if you are targeting some of these keywords. I only use this account for tutorials, so you're going to see my ad impression share is very low for some of these keywords that I have targeted in the campaign that I'm running at $1 per day. So let's keep scrolling over here. You can see the top of page bid. So what this is looking at is the lower range of what advertisers have historically paid for a keyword's top of page bid. The high range is going to be basically how high advertisers have bid for this keyword in the past. So these aren't going to be exactly what advertisers are bidding on the high range and low range at this second, but you can get an idea of how much you're going to pay per click for some of these keywords. And one of the takeaways when you're looking at bids is keywords that have much higher bids on average. So if you look at a keyword like this right here, compared to a keyword like this, it generally means that that keyword is more valuable because advertisers are willing to bid higher on that keyword than they are on another keyword. So if we scroll over here, let's look at this one right here and scroll over. So this is farmhouse rugs. So clearly farmhouse rugs, very expensive products. You can sell all sorts of different farmhouse rugs. And if people are looking for larger and more luxurious farmhouse rugs, they can have a huge return on ad spend. Now this one over here, if we're looking at this lower end keyword as far as the bids, you're going to see farmhouse ideas. So obviously not as much of a transactional keyword as farmhouse rugs or lighting or bedding. So you'll see some very high bids for certain keywords depending on the industry you're in. And that's basically what you know you're going to have to pay if you want to be in the ad auction for some of these different keywords, driving traffic back to your website. Now, next over here, you're going to see account status. So it shows whether or not you're bidding on an account or not, or if you have a negative keyword in your plan as well. So The other thing that we can do here is we can look at columns, and if we click on modify columns, you can get rid of some of these columns if you're not using them, or you can make sure you've added all of the columns here. The other thing they have here is organic impression share and organic average position. Now, I linked my Google Search Console account to my Google Ads account, but they still haven't pulled in that data. You can see it saying your Search Console account is linked. We're currently processing your data. I generally don't use this when I'm using the keyword planner. I generally just focus on using the average monthly searches and seeing how much advertisers are bidding on certain keywords. So that's a quick overview for some of the different information you're going to be able to see in the keyword planner. You can see search volume over time. You can see how much advertisers are bidding on some of these keywords. Now next, let's come down here and let's go over refine keywords. So this is one of the options that you can use to actually come up with the specific keywords that you're looking for, or to remove keywords that are not relevant for your website. So if we come over here, the first thing you're going to see is brand and non-brand keywords. So in this case, a lot of times what I'll do is I will get rid of retailer related keywords, because I don't want to target keywords when people are actively searching for Lowe's or Home Depot or Amazon. If somebody's looking for farmhouse rugs at Target, I don't want to compete with Target, so I'm going to get rid of these retailer keywords because I'm never going to target them. So there's no point in me actually seeing them when I'm doing my keyword research. So what that's going to do is when you get rid of retail keywords, retailer keywords have been removed. Now, it'll still show a massive amount of keywords, but it got rid of about 200 different keywords that I'm not going to target within my SEO or PPC campaigns. Now, the other thing that you can do is look at brand keywords here. If you're not carrying some of these different brands on your website, it doesn't make sense to target them either, so we can remove brand keywords. So right now we have non-brand keywords that we're targeting. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is as you look through here and you're refining some of these different keywords, if, for example, I get rid of bedding keywords, it's only going to take away so many keywords from the list that I can target. So let's keep bedding here. The other thing I want to go over is, let's say I get rid of all product keywords here. You're still going to have a lot of keywords showing, so over 3,000 keywords here. And as we scroll down, there's still going to be some of these different product keywords, but a lot of them aren't going to fall exactly into some of these different product categories that were listed. It's not perfect refined keywords, so you may still see bedding or lamps or lighting related keywords, but it will take away a lot of these different product type keywords. So let's just add all of the product keywords back. The same thing is if you're going to specific rooms. If you're saying, okay, I just want to see keywords related to the living room, it's not really, there's 793 keywords here, but it's showing us over 5,000 keywords, almost 5,500 keywords it's showing us, and it's only showing 793 for the living room. So a lot of these are still going to be outside of the farmhouse living room type of keyword that I may want to target, like farmhouse Christmas decor. Now you can look at farmhouse Christmas living room decor and try to combine those keywords. Some of these are going to be relevant, so lamps in a living room, benches in a living room, console tables, end tables. Some of these things are relevant to living rooms, and it will keep it more relevant if you do this, but it's not just going to limit it to this 793 keywords related to farmhouse living room decorations or furniture. So let's click all of the rooms again. This is how you can refine your keywords. If you want to look at specific styles, one of the helpful things here is if you look at styles, you can see rustic farmhouse and modern farmhouse are two very popular styles related to just simply farmhouse decor. So if I'm targeting keywords, for example, like farmhouse rugs, I can probably target modern farmhouse rugs and rustic farmhouse rugs as two separate keywords that will help me continue to rank for this main short tail keyword that I want to take advantage of all of these average monthly searches for. So the main thing I like about refined keywords is understanding some of the different things that people are looking up. So if I look up ideas, you can see room ideas, kitchen ideas, bathroom ideas, bedroom ideas. This gives me ideas to create inspirational posts with a bunch of different farmhouse type designs so people can see different farmhouse kitchen ideas and bathroom ideas. And I can put together a huge list of different designs that people can use for their own inspiration. So you'll see a few more things here: surface, color, material, and then others as well. So all of these, one of the things I like to do is when I'm going through refined keywords is I will just open up Microsoft Excel, and let me open up the one Excel sheet I had. Okay, so if I open up my Excel sheet, now I'm just going to use this sample keyword list for something a little bit later on in this video. But one of the things I'll do is if I'm looking at refined keywords, I'll come in here and enter some of these different surfaces they have. So wall, ceiling, floor, countertop, because it's going to give me some different ideas. So I'll just come over here and just do wall, ceiling, countertop, floor, and then I'll come down here and I'll continue to look at some of these different things that have come up. So products, so bedding, wall decor, lamps, rugs. But then as we come down here, some of the keywords I didn't enter: pendant lights, ceiling lights, chandeliers, wall lights, mirrors. So I'll just come here again and do the same thing here. So pendant lights, ceiling lights. So what it helps me do is, as I'm doing keyword research, I can make sure that I look at all of these different keywords. Something like pendant lights, for example, I would target the keyword farmhouse pendant lights, and then what I can do is look up some of the long tail keywords. So it may be things like modern farmhouse pendant lights, it may be things like rustic farmhouse pendant lights. And then what I can do is, as I'm doing my keyword research, I can find all of these different short tail keywords, and if I'm targeting, let's say, 7 different short long tail keywords related to farmhouse pendant lights, it's going to help me rank much higher for this main keyword that has the most search volume. So I can do things like silver farmhouse pendant lights, black farmhouse pendant lights. So all of these different keywords are going to help me rank for this main short tail keyword if I have really relevant and useful content on all these pages and some really relevant products for sale on all these pages, because that's what people are looking up. So just to give you some ideas as you're doing your keyword research, how you can use refined keywords to not only get rid of some of the keywords here in the list, but also get some more ideas for some of the different long tail keywords you can target. So we just excluded some of those different retailer keywords. So for right now, what you can see is we have all of our keywords here that we're targeting. The next thing I want to go over are filters. So if we come into filters here, what I can do is say, I want to make sure the keyword text contains, and we're just going to do farmhouse. So that means that any keywords that don't have the word farmhouse in them are going to be removed from this list. So if we click on apply, you're going to see we go from 11,800 keywords to 9,990 keywords. So it takes out some of the keywords that don't have farmhouse in there. And if we add another filter, one of the things I like to do is look at average monthly searches. They're going to give you a ton of keywords that have 0 or 10 average monthly searches. So let's just come here and let's say average monthly searches must be greater than or equal to 50. So we must have at least 50 monthly searches. We can always go back and find some of these keywords that don't have as many searches here. But if we're just doing more greater than or equal to 50, it's going to get rid of a lot of keywords. So now we're down to about 4,500 keywords. Okay, so what we could do here is you can export these keywords. So if we click on export, we can download the keywords to a CSV file, or we can download them to Google Sheets. We can also, you can see here, organize keywords, 4,518 keywords ideas into ad groups. I'm not going to do that just yet, but you can download your keywords at any time. It's going to give you this exactly what it looks like here with average monthly searches. You'll see 3-month change, year-over-year change. You'll see the bid ranges as well. Now, one thing you can do is, let's say we add a filter and we want to do the top of page bid. We'll use the low range, and let's just say it's greater than 50 cents. So it's going to get rid of some of these keywords where it's 29, 30 cents. So one thing you can do is use some of these top of page bids and say it's greater than or equal to, let's say 40 cents. So we'll do 40 cents here, click on apply. And then if we're looking up some of these keywords here, now we're down to over 2,000 keywords. And these keywords advertisers are generally bidding a little bit higher on, just by using the low range of bids. And you can see all of these keywords are generally going to be product type keywords. So farmhouse dressers, stainless steel farmhouse sinks, things that have a lot of value. So as an advertiser, you can actually make your money back and make more back and have a positive return on ad spend. So that's one option you have if you want to try to find some of your more valuable keywords using the bids here. And then at any time you can come in here to your filters and you can get rid of filters with these. So you just come in here, click on the X, we'll get rid of that filter. And now we're just looking at keyword text contains farmhouse, average monthly search is greater than or equal to 50. Now, downloading 4,500 keywords at once and going through each individual keyword isn't necessarily the best strategy, but what I want to do is show you it's very easy to come up with a huge keyword list using the Google Keyword Planner by entering all of your main short tail keywords. The better way to use the Google Keyword Planner is to say, okay, I'm adding farmhouse lamps to my website, for example. What you can do in here is use the keyword farmhouse lamps. Just enter that one keyword. So I'm targeting farmhouse lamps. We have our website to filter unrelated keywords. We click on get results. See our filters here. We still have the same filters added. So what you can see is if we're doing farmhouse lamps, I want just keywords related to lamps. So let's add another filter. and let's say keyword text contains lamps. Click on apply. We'll have to get rid of our other one here where keyword text contains farmhouse. So we're just doing keyword text contains lamps, average monthly search is greater than or equal to 50, and we're looking for long tail keywords related to farmhouse lamps. It gave us 70 total keywords. So if we scroll down here, if I'm targeting the keyword farmhouse lamps, I need a section on my website for table lamps, for modern lamps. Farmhouse style lamps to me is the same keyword as farmhouse lamps, so it's not necessarily a keyword that I'm going to target with a specific page. Rustic farmhouse table lamps, rustic farmhouse lamps for bedroom, vintage farmhouse lamps. Look at all these average monthly searches, and if you're looking up here at the chart, what they're saying here is in a given month, let's just use September 2022, there's over 20,000 searches related to farmhouse lamps, but people are typing in all sorts of different keywords, such as, we'll just scroll down here, farmhouse end table lamps, white farmhouse lamps. So what you can do is look at average monthly searches and figure out some of these more popular keywords like vintage farmhouse lamps and use them as subcategories on your website, essentially long tail keywords that you can target with your content. And then what you can do is if you're running Google Ads campaigns, you have a page on your website related to vintage farmhouse lamps, you create a completely separate ad group that is focused on this keyword that drives traffic to your vintage farmhouse lamps page. That will give you the best possible results in Google Ads because you're giving people exactly what they're looking for. So this is the way that I find long tail keywords is you look up farmhouse lighting, for example. You can start with farmhouse lighting. We're going to have to get rid of our filter here. Make sure we don't have keyword text contains lamps. You always have to know what your filters are with the keyword planner. Look up farmhouse lighting and we have chandeliers. Okay, so what we can do is break down chandeliers the same way we just did lamps and find more of those long tail keywords. I do this all the time for SEO, and it's the best way to find keywords that are going to drive more traffic to your website because this keyword right here, farmhouse chandeliers, is a very competitive keyword. Something like white farmhouse chandeliers or modern farmhouse chandeliers or any of these different types of longer tail keywords, there aren't going to be as many websites that are focused on all these different long tail keywords. And what's going to happen over time is if you have a website with 10 different long tail keywords related to the short tail keyword, and every single page on your website has useful content on it, you're going to start ranking for this main short tail keyword and all those long tail keywords, and you can take advantage of all of this search volume related to something like farmhouse lighting. So hopefully that gives you a lot of ideas as you're in here looking up keywords for your business. So this is going to be the keyword ideas portion of the keyword planner. Okay, now one thing I want to show you is if you come to discover new keywords here, instead of starting with keywords, you can start with a website, and what you can do is enter a website or a page to find keywords that match your site. So one of the things you can do here is enter your own website. So I enter farmhousegoals.com, use the entire website and click on get results. That's going to show us all of the keywords that we have here. Now we probably have more keywords that we're ranking for, but it's showing us over 2,800 keywords. And one of the things I want to show you is if you're looking at keywords by relevance, these are going to closely match some of the keywords that are here for me in Google Search Console. So some of the keywords that I'm ranking for in Google Search Console are going to be the keywords that are the most relevant to my website. So using this information, what you can do is enter competitor websites here to find some of their top keywords. So I can enter other farmhouse websites here, use the entire website, and when I look up their most relevant keywords, it's going to give me a lot of the keywords that they're ranking for, and I can use that to my advantage by actually spying on some of my competitors. So if I take a farmhouse related website here, for example, I can use a website like farmhousedecorshop.com, use the entire website, click on get results. I can see some of their top keywords. So they have over 1,500 keywords here, and you're going to see some of their most relevant keywords: farmhouse interior shop, farmhouse decor shop. And as we come down, I can use some of their most relevant keywords or some of their most popular keywords to actually say, okay, let me make sure I'm creating content and creating pages for something like mason jar lights, something like milk cans. So I can make sure that I'm also ranking for these keywords and driving some of this traffic back to my website. And then the other thing I want to go through here is if you're entering a website, instead of using the entire website, let's just come over to my website here real quick. We'll use our farmhouse Christmas decor shopping category page. So we're going to copy the link address for this page, and we'll come back over here to keyword ideas, and we're going to enter that page, and we're going to use only that page. So you can see product category, farmhouse Christmas decor, click on get results. And then what we can see here is they're going to show some of the most relevant keywords just for that single page. And this is showing by average monthly searches, but if we show by relevance, you can see white Christmas decorations, farmhouse Christmas decor, Christmas tree, etc., etc. We can add a filter here and say, let's make sure our keyword text contains farmhouse. And I can use this to make sure that I'm optimizing for all of these top keywords that are the most relevant to this page. So this is giving me 17 different keywords. So it's going to give me some different ideas for keywords that I can try to target in the future, keywords that I can continue to optimize for. And the other thing this is useful for is if I'm targeting keywords in my Google Ads campaigns related to Farmhouse Christmas, I can see what the main keywords I'm already optimized for are, and then I can use some of these keyword ideas to find more long tail keywords. So that's how you can use a website instead of starting with keywords. You can use an individual page, you can use the entire website, you can look at competitor websites and see some of the keywords that they're ranking for. So I like using this tool as well, especially if I'm doing like free competitive research. It's one of the best ways to do free competitive research with your competitors, and I will create a separate video about that because it is a good topic to go over. So let's come back over here to keywords and come back to the main page of the keyword planner. Now the next thing I want to go over real quick is if we go to discover new keywords and we click on start with keywords again, let's just say I want to use farmhouse bedding. So we're going to find keywords the most relevant to farmhouse bedding. A few things I haven't covered yet, so broaden your search. You can enter some of these keywords to broaden your search. Generally, they're not really relevant for me, but you could kind of look at some of these keywords and say, okay, farmhouse linens, farmhouse bedspreads, farmhouse duvet covers. These are all some of the different keywords I can try to target. If we come down here, they're giving us 1,000 different keyword ideas related to farmhouse bedding. The other thing we can do is instead of using keyword view, we can use the grouped view, which is essentially going to put the keywords into ad groups. I like using this a lot, especially when you're entering a lot of different keywords here, because what I can do is I can say, let's see some of these most relevant groups of keywords that we can look at. Something like bedding pottery. If we click on the drop down, these are all keywords related to pottery barn. I'm not going to specifically target pottery barn keywords, so that's not really relevant for me, but let's just say I want to create some different pages about bedding ideas that people can use for their own farmhouse bedrooms. Click on this. Okay, so people are looking up white farmhouse bedding ideas, rustic farmhouse bedding ideas, modern farmhouse bedding ideas, and then just farmhouse bedding ideas. If I start targeting some of these different keywords with pages on my website that list different designs, different products, I can probably rank for these keywords and drive some of this traffic to my website. And then I can also use those for my Google Ads campaigns as well. And the other thing that you can do with grouped ideas is if you're looking at something like chic bedding here, you can see, okay, I can create a new ad group in my existing Google Ads campaign for shabby chic farmhouse bedding and make sure I'm targeting all of these different keywords here that are really popular keywords. The main thing you always want to watch for is something like farmhouse chic bed. These are people looking specifically for bed frames, so while it's not a huge amount of average monthly searches, it is important to understand the context and the search intent of what people are actually looking for when you are putting together your ad groups. So the rest of these keywords would all be very relevant, and I can send them directly to a page that lists a ton of different shabby chic farmhouse bedding sets for sale. And then the other thing that's really useful is when I'm looking up long tail keywords related to farmhouse bedding, you can see here, so farmhouse crib bedding, farmhouse crib set. We can see there may be specific types of crib bedding people are looking for. So these are all different keywords I can target related to farmhouse crib bedding. There's ticking bedding, so some different styles of bedding that people are actively searching for. I can make sure I have pages on my website for all of these keywords. So when somebody's looking for vintage farmhouse quilts, my page comes up on the first page of Google, and my advertisement can drive people directly to a page with vintage farmhouse quilts for sale. Now we can also take these ad groups and we can add these keywords to our plan. So then when we look at our keyword plan, we can see we have all 6 of these keywords here. So this can be useful if you are trying to create some different ad groups, but what you can do is look at some of those keywords, buy some of these grouped ideas rather than the keyword idea. And when you're entering something like farmhouse bedding, it gives you so many different ideas for some of the different keywords that people are looking for. And then you're going to see things that are irrelevant to farmhouse bedding, but farmhouse storage bed. So this is a specific type of bed frame that people are looking up, where there's storage underneath the bed or storage behind the bed frame. And if we close this, you can see farmhouse iron bed. So it's going to give you a ton of different ideas as far as some of the different brands that are selling farmhouse bedding, some of the different long tail keywords you can target, different styles of bedding, different colors of bedding, and it's going to group all these keywords together. So when you're putting together content and you're putting together some different pages of products, whatever your website may be, you're able to give people exactly what they're looking for and drive more of that relevant traffic to your website, which is going to be more likely to convert. So that's how you can actually look up grouped views, and you can quickly adjust from group view back to keyword view. I use group view a lot to find long tail keyword ideas because it will actually group together some of those different keyword ideas. And essentially, like shabby chic farmhouse bedding, they're telling us this is a long tail keyword you should also target when you have keywords related to farmhouse bedding already. So another way to look at keywords within the keyword planner is looking up grouped ideas and discover new keywords. So just another thing I wanted to go over with you. We're at the main page of Keyword Planner. If you go to get search volume and forecast, it's going to say enter or paste your keywords, one word or phrase per line separated by commas. So we can enter a huge list of keywords here. And what I've done is I opened up Microsoft Excel. I have all of these different keywords here. These are the keywords that are getting the most impressions for me in the Google Search Console. So if I come over here to the Google Search Console, you can see I'm looking at data from my website, farmhousegoals.com. I will be doing a separate Google Search Console tutorial. I just want to show you this example here. I'm looking at the last 3 months of data, and right now, let's see how many keywords I had here. I did a total of 250 keywords, copied all of these keywords, put them in Microsoft Excel here. So what I can do is copy all these keywords again. Okay, and we're going to come back over to the keyword planner here. So we're in get search volume and forecast, and we're going to paste these keywords here. So we just doing one by one and click on get started. Now what it's going to do is if you look over here, it's going to look very similar to what we had before, except now we're in saved keywords. So what this is going to do is create a draft plan. It's going to save that draft plan. Our saved keywords are going to be all of the keywords we just entered. So there's 250 keywords here that we just entered, and you can see the average monthly searches for all these keywords. So what I can do is actually look at these keywords that I'm already ranking for by average monthly searches, and I can start to look for keywords that I'm already ranking for, and it's going to give me some different ideas for opportunities. For example, if I see something like farmhouse floor lamps here, I have 2 clicks, 688 impressions. I can come back over here to saved keywords, and instead of scrolling down and trying to find it, what we can do is just do a Control F, search for floor lamps, and you can see we have farmhouse floor lamps here, 6,600 average monthly searches. And if we come back over here to the Google Search Console, you can see farmhouse floor lamps. In the last 3 months, I've only driven 2 clicks and 688 impressions for this keyword. So to me, that identifies an opportunity where I can try to rank higher for this keyword by doing exactly what I showed you earlier, which is not only optimizing my current page for farmhouse floor lamps, but also continuing to do keyword research to find long tail keywords related to farmhouse floor lamps. So that is how you can use some of this data and look up some keyword forecasts and look up how often people are searching for the keywords that you are actively targeting. And then you can find some different ideas and opportunities as far as your search engine optimization efforts, and it's going to help your Google Ads and other PPC efforts. So the other thing we can do is with our saved keywords is we can come up here to forecast. Now we can forecast all of our saved keywords. We can come back to keyword ideas and save a bunch of different keywords. But if we click all saved keywords here, click on done, it's going to tell us using basically the next month. So we're currently in February 2023. It's saying if I have a $1 average daily budget, let's say I want to spend $50 a day. What it's going to tell me is my plan can get 2.8 thousand conversions for $1,600 with a $50 average daily budget. And you can see the way it's going to look if we increase our average daily budget here. So generally what you're trying to do is find the results here that this is going to be the best overall performance. As you get all the way up here, if we set our average daily budget to 6,000, you kind of start to see your performance plateau a little bit. So pretty obvious. But what you can do is get an idea of if you're forecasting all of these keywords that we're targeting, let's change our match type to phrase match. I generally target phrase match keywords and see what data it gives us. We're targeting phrase match keywords with the bid strategy of maximize conversions. You can also adjust your bid strategy here. What it's going to say is with a $50 daily budget, we'll get 2.4 thousand conversions. Our estimated conversion rate is 25.18%. Now, conversions for my business are not really worth that much because it's just counting affiliate clicks. It's not counting actual sales. So if you want to say, okay, my conversion rate on my website is 5%. The value per conversion, my average order value, let's say, is $85. We click on save. What it's going to say is now we have 477 conversions for 1.6 thousand with a $50 average daily budget. If we scroll down here, it's going to show the exact data here. Our average cost per acquisition, our conversion value is $41,000. Now, obviously, that's a little bit high. It's saying our return on ad spend is 26. So generally, your value per conversion is not going to be this high. Your conversion rate may not be that high. Let's drop down our value to $50 and say our conversion rate is, click on save. So now it's saying return on ad spend still very high here. So we may not see this exact performance, but you can get an idea of how well your campaigns are going to perform by entering some of your different keywords here that you're targeting for your Google Ads campaign. So when you do this and you create this forecast, it is going to save your draft. So you can also come over here and remove that plan if you want to. If we scroll up to the top, we can also save our forecast here the same way in a CSV file or with Google Sheets. So if we come over here to our keyword plan, again, saved keywords, we can add more keywords if we want to, if you want to add more keywords and see how your campaign's going to perform. The other thing they have here is organized keywords. So this is new organized keywords, but you're going to see faster, easier keyword organization. No changes will be made to your account or live campaigns. They're going to use our top performing campaigns. And if we click on auto organized keywords, what it's going to do is it's going to use my existing ad groups from my campaign. So let's come back over here. Let's click on my campaigns for this account and let's go to my search campaign. So it's going to use my existing ad groups. I don't have that many ad groups in this campaign. I only have 16 ad groups. Again, I created this campaign just as an example. 16 different ad groups in this campaign. So what it's going to do is it's going to take some of the keywords I had in my plan. We click on organized keywords. It's going to take these saved keywords and use some and add them to our existing search campaign. So for my ad group farmhouse bathroom faucets, it's saying I'm already targeting these two keywords. I should target this keyword as well. So what I can do is select this keyword, add it to my ad group. As we scroll down, it's going to give us even more ideas. Now, one of the things that you can do, and the better way to use this tool, is to go to your keyword ideas. So we're going to come up here to keyword ideas. We're going to do the same thing we did earlier. So farmhouse decor, farmhouse furniture. So we'll just enter these 6 for right now. We'll click on get results. We're not even going to enter our website. What you can do that's much better is take these 8,655 keyword ideas. If you have a massive campaign where, let's say you have 200, 300, 400 ad groups, where I could easily create a campaign with that many ad groups for my website, then what I can do is say, okay, I want to take these keyword ideas and organize these keywords. Okay, so now we have 8,655 keyword ideas. So what we can do is select these keywords. Let's select all 8,655 keywords. And then what you can see is saved keywords, or we can add these keywords to our plan. So now we've added these keywords to our plan, and these keywords will be added to our existing saved keywords that we added earlier. So we click on view saved keywords, and now we have a massive amount of keywords here. So when you click on organized keywords, you're going to see all sorts of ideas for your ad group. So we have farmhouse bathroom faucets here. So it's going to give us some suggestions. Farmhouse bathroom signs. Now keep in mind, these suggestions aren't all going to be good. Farmhouse bathrooms is not a good keyword to target if I'm trying to advertise farmhouse bathroom signs. People may be looking for inspiration. People may be looking at installing a new shower in their bathroom. It may have absolutely nothing to do with farmhouse signs. So there's no reason to target this keyword. So in this case, you just don't have to add this to your account. You can do these all individually, which is the best way to do it, is to take this, add it to your ad group, because this is actually a targeted keyword. Now we keep scrolling down here. Farmhouse throw blanket. You could see farmhouse comforter set. So they're giving us some different keyword ideas that our phrase match keywords are probably already matching with. So it's not really the greatest in this example, but you can go through and add all these different keywords, add them to your ad group, and enhance your campaigns instead of trying to do everything manually. You can also add negative keywords here and create negative keywords for your campaign so that Google Ads doesn't recommend any of those keywords for you. Now, if we come back over here to the keyword planner and we say, okay, I want to build my campaign from scratch. What you want to do here is say, we're going to take farmhouse decor, and let's actually come over here to our keyword plan first and let us remove this plan. Okay, so our plan is completely gone. We're going to come back to discover new keywords. We're going to enter our main keywords here. Okay, and we'll start with these 5 keywords. Again, we can always go back and add more keywords. Click on get results. So what we can actually do here is take some of these keywords that we have. So we'll select some of these keywords. We know we want to target farmhouse furniture, decor, bedding, rugs, lighting. Let's say we want to target farmhouse table, farmhouse dining tables, farmhouse coffee tables. We'll put all of these keywords in their own ad groups. What we can do is say, okay, these keywords, we're going to add these keywords to create our plan. So this is going to create a new plan. So if we come over here to our keyword plan, you can see it's just going to have these 8 keywords. Now you can continue to add more keywords here, but what we can do is say, let's organize them. So we can do faster, easier keyword organization using our top performing campaigns, auto organize keywords. Now what may happen to you is they're going to say, we're unable to organize keywords into ad groups. You can manually do it, organize them in the saved keyword columns to the right. So in this saved keywords column to the right. Now you're going to see here, there's no suggestions for our current ad groups based on our saved keywords. So what we can do is say, we want to add an ad group. We're going to create a new ad group and we're going to select our existing campaign here. And what we can do is take all of the keywords we just added. So for example, farmhouse bedding, and we'll just say farmhouse lighting. We'll do these 2 for right now. We'll click on save. So now we've loaded 2 new ad groups to our plan. And what we can do over here is with our saved keywords that we have, we can say, okay, let's take farmhouse bedding. I want to add this keyword as a phrase match type. And we want to add it to this existing campaign. We now have 18 ad groups instead of the 16 we had earlier. And we're going to add this to farmhouse bedding. You can see I already have a farmhouse bedding exact ad group here, so I wouldn't actually do this. But just to show you the example, we'll add this keyword to farmhouse bedding, click on select, and add it to our ad group. So now we have a new keyword added to our plan. So the next thing that we can do is come over here and we can say farmhouse lighting. Make sure we have farmhouse lighting here. Match type, we're going to choose phrase match, and with select ad groups, again, choosing our search campaign, coming down here to our new farmhouse lighting ad groups, which currently has no keywords, select this to add it to our plan and add it to the ad group. So you can continue to do this over and over. And then what you can do is when you're ready, export this plan and upload it to Google Ads Editor to make changes to your account. So that's exactly what we're going to do is we're going to download this plan and then we can export it and upload it to Google Ads Editor. Now I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video. It's actually very easy if you already have Google Ads Editor installed on your computer. Completely free software that allows you to make bulk changes to your Google Ads account. But if you look up a quick guide for how to import a keyword plan to Google Ads Editor, you will see a step-by-step process for how to do it. It's very easy to do. I will also create a completely separate video for exactly how to do this process. So if you have any questions about this, I will have follow-up videos using more things that you can do with the keyword planner. And what I'm going to eventually do is put all my keyword planners videos together into one because there's just so much you can do with this tool. So now coming back over here to the keyword planner, I know I went over a lot today. There's a lot you can do with this tool. It's one of those things where I can create a 3-hour video about the keyword planner, and maybe I will one day, but for right now, this is my keyword planner tutorial. You can easily access this tool within your Google Ads account by going to planning and keyword planner. You're going to be able to discover new keywords, get search volume, use forecasts for your Google Ads campaigns, and you can even organize keywords into your existing ad groups. So start creating your campaigns and you can easily use the keyword planner to enhance those existing campaigns. I will have some follow-up videos for some of the different things you can do with keyword planner, just because I didn't want to make this video 3 hours long, like I said. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.